Kenya, tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. William Ruto is currently in the United States of America. And today, William Ruto alleged that there are plans to rig this year's presidential elections in Kenya. So William Ruto is calling upon the international community to curb that rigging or to stop that rigging. And those allegations have also been captured by some media stations in Kenya. Ruto calls on global community to help curb attempts to rig upcoming presidential elections. Then it continues, Deputy President William Ruto has on Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022, implored on the global community to help Kenya curb attempts to rig the upcoming general elections. And then Ruto is quoted as saying this, as a leader, I have taken the position to speak against any attempts to try and strategize people into predetermined outcomes. We would have expected to do this without the baggage of blackmail and intimidation that is going on, but unfortunately, that is where we are, Ruto says. That's William Ruto earlier today in Maryland, USA. And William Ruto is just trying to say in broad daylight that there are attempts to rig this year's presidential election. What does that mean politically? That's our analysis and discussion right now. In case you've just bumped here for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. The first meaning, William Ruto is confirming to the whole world, to the globe, that they never won 2013 presidential election and 2017 presidential election. So the same method they used in 2013 and in 2017, William Ruto is just fearing that the same method can be used against him now that he's not in government. That's exactly what William Ruto is cleverly trying to say. And largely, if you look at 2013, it's a given fact, ladies and gentlemen, that it's most likely that no candidate attained 50+1%. But after some miracles had been performed, a candidate just emerged with 50+1%. And then also in 2017, it's widely believed that those elections were not fair. And actually the Supreme Court had to nullify those presidential elections. And actually Chris Musando lost his life because of that election. So William Ruto is actually confirming that they never won in 2013 and also in 2017. And also if you look at the confidence Uhuru Kenyatta has on Raila's candidature, that also speaks volumes. Uhuru Kenyatta may be from a seat. He knows where the truth lies. He knows the kind of support maybe Raila Amolo Odinga commands across the country. And that's why we are finding Uhuru Kenyatta boldly supporting Raila Amolo Odinga's candidature without any worry at all. Uhuru knows where votes actually are. William Ruto fears that the same plate they served Raila and Nasser in 2013 and 2017, that plate, he might just be served from that same plate. Secondly, Ruto has sensed defeat. So he's just trying to find an excuse why he will be defeated in August this year. And I might be tempted to agree with William Ruto, because if you look at the political reality in Kenya, chances of William Ruto winning this year's presidential election, to be very fair, is almost zero. I'm not seeing that kind of a possibility. Even if William Ruto was to combine efforts with Kalonzo, Mudavadi, Wetangula, I still find it very hard for them to beat a combination of Raila and Uhuru Kenyatta. And largely, William Ruto sensed that defeat. Because again, for William Ruto to win this year's election, then he needs almost the exact kind of votes Uhuru Kenyatta might have got in both in 2013 and in 2017 election. And we are seeing William Ruto steadily declining on the mountain, an indication that he won't be able to get those votes. And some recent surveys that have been done on the mountain suggest that William Ruto's popularity stands at about 57%. So you can see clearly that Uhuru Kenyatta managed about 98% of votes from the mountain, but you can now see William Ruto's popularity stands at around 57%. That's an indication that William Ruto winning this year's presidential election will be a tall order. It will be just a pipe dream. And then again in both 2013 and in 2017, the son of the mountain was actually on the presidential ballot. And that might have encouraged a very huge turnout. But in this year's election, the son of the mountain won't be on the presidential ballot. So even the turnout most likely won't be as high as all along it has been. So you can see clearly that odds are against William Ruto. Things are not very favorable for William Ruto's candidature this year. So William Ruto has already seen that. And even from the recent opinion polls, William Ruto is steadily declining as Raila's popularity steadily rises. And if you can project that in the remaining 6 months or so, then it's most clearly, or rather it's very clear, that Raila Amolo Odinga will finally give William Ruto a humiliating defeat in this year's presidential election. William Ruto has seen that looming defeat. He's just trying to find an excuse of rejecting those results. And I won't be wrong, ladies and gentlemen, to state here that actually when William Ruto has no evidence of alleged rigging, but he is just sensing defeat, or is just being eaten by what they used to do, and now is just claiming that elections are going to be rigged. The third meaning to that is a clear indication that William Ruto is a master of doublespeak. What goes around comes around. William Ruto has been attacking Raila Odinga. In fact, Ruto has been branding Raila Amolo Odinga a perennial loser. And actually, he has been challenging Raila Amolo Odinga to accept defeat in this year's presidential election. While we are all Kenyans and we know exactly what has been happening. And as William Ruto has been talking all those things, keen political observers strongly believe that it was just a matter of time before William Ruto eats his own words. Yes. He was saying that now, he was telling Raila to actually prepare, or rather to accept presidential elections of this year. So I tend to believe again here, William Ruto is just speaking from both sides of the mouth. He's talking things he does not actually believe in. So this just exposes William Ruto as another double speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that those three reasons best explains why William Ruto is actually crying, or rather lamenting, or rather complaining that there's some rigging to be done in this year's election. Ruto sensed defeat. What William Ruto used to do in 2013 and 2017 is coming back to eat him, and William Ruto is just exposing himself as the master of doublespeak. Before I conclude, in case you've just bumped here for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribe, give this video a like. That's the kind of analysis we do here. And to any other person watching us outside Kenya for the very first time, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And if possible again, subscribe, give this video a like. To our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya.